get you like some headphones or something, bro. Like you gotta do something spots. Like I don't know. You gotta do better, Pop. It's 2026, bro. You still, you know. All right. Yo, it's your boy Dmarks, man. I don't go hit y'all with the intro. Y'all know the intro already. But this is something I wanted to do differently. I know it's y'all know y'all crazy. Like y'all see it like damn, it's a Saturday. Like what they doing on a Saturday? Well, I had a thing I kind of wanted to do, as far as like an interview show, getting a chance to operate with like my loved ones. You know what I'm saying? Like being able to connect and just give y'all like some of the game I got growing up, some of the shit that I, some of the people that was involved in my life, that meant something to me. I got this idea because God rest his soul, rest in peace to my uncle Pooh. You know what I'm saying? The last time I did a real family one-on-one with somebody was with him. Like just me and my family. Outside of me and Tron, y'all know we do that all the time though. But like really being able to be invested into my family. But this is my dad's side of the family. Y'all know DJ Big Rob as always. This is his little brother, my uncle. You know what I'm saying? I let him introduce himself, but I call him Uncle Rob. Y'all know what it is. So talk to you.
That's
How you
it.
gonna introduce yourself?
I'm Uncle Rob, Dante's father's little
Dante.
brother.
See how that works.
Yeah.
See,
Well,
that's how you know.
see,
This how you know.
this family. I don't know.
No.
I don't know the podcast name. Yeah,
Never works.
yeah, Dmarks. Hey, listen. I don't know all of that.
I love it though. No, this is wild. Let y'all see.
This my baby. I don't know him by that.
Me. There you go. I love it.
Yup, so
Nothing but love.
he shot out, so I came out.
My uncle. Let me tell y'all. When did I first? All right, I think when me and my uncle first probably started vibing was what the shop. My grandma Florissa's.
Yeah,
When I was working at Home Depot.
mm-hmm.
That's when I really got a chance to spend like the most time with my uncle, man.
That's
Always
right.
been a solid dude, always been a solid individual for me. You know what I'm saying? I guess I'm gonna say this. My uncle has always been the person who's understood my point of view most of my life. I ain't gonna say he agreed with it, but I can say like from my point of view, he understood what I thought. I can't respect that. I think never being judged, never being like I'm really giving y'all like some real game. Like I always tell people, like most people really kind of like judge you with that I'm older mentality. This is how you should think. This how. But my uncle always kind of was a person that listened. Now I don't know where that may have came from because we will speak to that aspect. You know what I'm saying? But he was one person that always kind of saw both things before he kind of like and not. Now don't get it twisted. We had our conversations where he made his judgments about me, and then once he heard the conversation I think it was kind of like, all right, wait, let me slow down. Let's talk about the whole thing in totality. It's not about this, but this nor that. I just want to let y'all know, like, I think from my perspective, my uncle always been that, that person. You know what I'm saying? For real. We can open up like this. What was the, when do you think you developed your level of maturity and understanding, about life? Like the ups, the downs.
Well, I would say, I pretty much raised myself. So you kind of know our history. Me and your dad and your other uncles. With our father. So, I've been out. In this world since I was 16. So, and being out in the world, and raising myself, I had to learn myself, and in the midst of that. I ended up with being with different females and having relationships because I always desired to have a family. And then desiring to have a family, kids come with that, right? Kids come with that.
Pop, that's a good one, though.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah. I always desired to have a family. And reason being is because I wasn't raised by a family. So I wanted something that I never had. So it took a while. It actually took me up until to about 35. Where a light, and I call it a literal light switch cut off. I had been running the streets. I had this female, that female, and this and that stuff. And it's just like. This is all for nothing. This just don't make sense. I'm cheating on this girl. I got all these kids just out here, here, there, different baby mamas and this and that and the other. And I'm just like, this is it. I can't, I can't continue to live my life like this because all in all, what seemed to be happiness was actually misery. So, so after
I'm telling y'all, this is clearly like, listen, he reading my life as far as a script. I think that's kind of what it is, and I think this is where our mutual understanding comes in at because that's crazy. 35, like wow.
Yeah, 35. And like on the note, what you was saying, like I understood where you was coming from because I was you before. And just because you older doesn't mean you're right.
That's a fact.
You're not always right because you older. Some things people have been through that you may have not been through. And I can be 70 and you 20. And I never experienced working in this place or dealing with these type of people so we
or
all
losing this many type of people, or just this many people that's as close as these people is to me, and
right,
or what you may value as real life, like yo,
right.
see, and that's where I think that's where my disdain for life come in at is because I think older people make you have to value what they value, and I don't value what you value in life.
Right.
But why don't you value what I value in life if you want to have a connection?
Right.
We all value something. Yes, do we have similar interests? It's gonna happen. I feel like as humans and as people, especially coming from your family, you're gonna have mutual interests. That's just what it is. Our blood travels the same. It's never gonna be different. Now, how you get to the aspect realm of it, like I always tell people, like people look at me and be like, "How do you do video?" You see what I'm saying? It's like, why you don't do like photography like your dad? Well, my dad ain't the only person in my family that's a good photographer or a great photographer. Let me not say that. Great photographer. You know what I'm saying? Like again, recipes to my uncle. Great photographer. My little cousin Raven. Like great photographer. You know what I'm saying? Like this is all a family trait. I just chose the film route. I chose to document your voice.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying? I can always take a picture of everything. I'm a good photographer. Like I can take Pop knows this. Like I take great pictures. You know what I'm saying? But if something ever happens to either one of anybody in the family, I want to be the person to be like, man, damn, I can actually go take, like, for my uncle, you know what I'm saying? Like, his daughters, if they ever want to hear his voice, they could just go right on YouTube and watch him do a whole episode. Right. You could hear his voice, even if it make you sad, happy, or indifferent. I don't know what it may do for you. You know what I'm saying? But you still get the opportunity. Your cousin captured that moment to let you hear your dad after he's gone. You know what I'm saying?
And then that just may not be the thing for you.
Right.
Just because everybody in the family is a photographer doesn't mean you have to be a photographer.
True.
You may be a rapper. You may be doing you may be a podcaster. It's all about what.
I call myself a broadcaster, y'all, too, by the way. But
broadcaster.
I understand. No,
but you understand what I'm saying. So it's just all about where your heart goes. And your heart may not go into what your dad is doing. It may go to where your grandfather was doing that you may have never even known that he was doing this in broadcasting. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact. That's
Period.
a fact. I think that's how people find out about your family because it'd be like, they always say like things skip traditions or generations. I'm sorry, not traditions, but generations. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you might have, your dad might like, in my case, my dad is like 6'2", you know what I'm saying? But he like 6'2", almost 300 pounds. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm 5'9", 5'10".
Yeah.
I'm 180. You know what I'm saying? It's
Right.
like I didn't get the 6'2". I didn't get that.
Right.
But I'm not a short person, but he mixed with a short person. My mom ain't the tallest. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's understandable. So I get it. Like, things skip, but hey, if my son was still, recipes to my son, like, if he was still alive, I believe he was the one that was going to get the 6'2", 6'3" gene. Like,
it's in there.
It was there. He was almost as tall as my oldest son.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just the statistic of what it goes. Like, his foot was growing the way mine was as a kid. It was like a lot of things that I started seeing. I'm like, oh, well, maybe. Right. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not ashamed of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think most people value things about life that I just didn't value as a child. Like you said, you search for a family. I search for like when it was my turn, and you always said like 30, like I always was told I was gonna have a turn at being a parent, right? And I had my turns, right? And I feel like in my turns, what I tried to capture as a dad was the factor of being able to understand my kids while still being able to be the disciplinarian who could understand, like, you know what I'm saying, who still is able to talk. I don't have to like beat you to get you to understand what I'm saying or how we can have a conversation. I think a lot of people didn't value conversations when we was growing up. It's not about the discipline. Sometimes people do things because of certain shit. Like I'm standing out to get your attention for you to ask me what's wrong. Like ask me what's wrong. You're not asking me what's wrong. You think just keep whooping my ass is gonna make a difference. No, I'm gonna still go back to school and do it tomorrow. So now you like, nigga, this is whooping 5. What's wrong?
That's right.
Now I'm telling you what's wrong. And you like, for real? Like, nigga, if you'd asked me 6 whoopings ago, we wouldn't be here.
That's
like,
right.
you know what I'm saying?
I agree with that.
And it's nothing about, like, I don't want, like, everybody might be like, oh, no, it's not me personally. I'm speaking to just life general values. I've been in schools. I've been a coach. You know what I'm saying? So I understand how people parent their children. I understand those parents that say, hey, that my son belongs to y'all for 3 hours. Whatever y'all do, I don't care if y'all rough him up. Whatever y'all gotta do it. Just to make sure he here. But after the 3 hours, take him home, heal him up, bring him right back.
But a lot.
I appreciate those parents because you are actually letting somebody influence him. That's not a bad influence. It's not the rap music. I always, when I was coaching, not to like give, but like when I was actually coaching football, it brought me a great joy. To be able to give game to young kids in a way that I didn't think I was coached in the same way until I got to high school.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
So, but the thing with parenting, you know, that I've learned in my 48 years on this earth, and I've been a parent for about 23 years of those 48 years, is that you only can parent according to what you know. And what you know is what you seen your mother and father doing and giving you. You know what I'm saying? So if your mother and father, if you came up and they whooped you for every little thing, well, that's programming you for when you get older and you raise your children, and then you do that same trait, and it just keeps going on and on. But what you did is you tried to break that trait and your parenting and your coaching and things like that, and saying, you know what, I don't think that's the answer. You know what I'm saying? So that's the difference in
I
what's
always
going
call it.
on.
I live with, when it comes to me being a parent or a coach, it's always I live with accountability. My players will always tell you. I always ask. I don't say they did something wrong. I say, what is you doing wrong here? It's a question. What did you do wrong? You know what you did wrong. That's why you walking
Getting
over here
to the bottom of it.
But that's why you walking
Right.
over here with your head down, because you know you did something wrong. So but I'm not about to punch you. I'm not gonna slap you. None of that. What did you do wrong? Tell me so we can work on it. Because maybe you might not have been able to see. What did you see? I can call any of my players and they'll tell you, like, I got a middle linebacker that understand. Like, I only tell them, watch out, make sure your eyes is good. Make sure you got good eyes. We ain't even talking about form tackling and getting into your spots. We talking about making sure that he can read a defense. An offense. From his middle linebacker position where he's supposed to be. You see what I'm saying? Like, everybody don't talk to these kids this way. And sometimes when you talk to kids, people be like, oh, these kids is just so blah, blah, blah. Listen, you got to meet them at their level sometimes. But meet them at their level with a dog. Don't meet them at their level and smoke weed with them. Because most people are like, oh, I'm not smoking weed with my kid. No. But if you let them if that's what they doing, let them do what they doing, but meet them at their level with information. Meet them there. You see what I'm saying? All right, look, I'm not in dope. Like, y'all, all right, you feel me? But let's talk about it. Why y'all doing this? Do anybody got a plan, or is y'all about to just sit right here and be high and don't do nothing with something? What is this? Like, none of y'all got a job? Like, everybody just sit in the house, play 2K all day? Y'all niggas is bums. This is something that's called accountability. Now let's hold it to accountable, because one of these niggas in this room is gonna dawn on them. Like, we are fucking bums, bro. We not doing nothing. What the fuck is we supposed to be doing? That's when my friends became important to me. When we all start holding each other accountable, especially once we all started having kids. It was like, you can't be a bad dad, bro. Like, what's wrong with you? Cause niggas is calling you like if me like not saying like, but if you was one of my homies, like literally my homie got a kid. Like when you call your friend, even if me and you playing 2K together, he gonna call me like, hey, where your kid at? Like where little dog at? Like you ain't go get him this weekend? Like what up? Why you ain't? You feel me? Like I need to know, nigga. Where's some snaps, some pictures? Like what's up? Where little dog at? Where you ain't get neither? You know what I'm saying? Because we held each other accountable to be parents. Whatever you want to do, right, wrong, or indifferent. You know what I'm saying? But parenting is something that was required for us. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I looked at it. All right. Next topic is what's your biggest or best accomplishment you think you experienced so far?
Well, when I changed my life. Yeah. So, and what I mean by that is spiritually.
Okay.
I
Have you ever been in prison? I asked.
No, nothing outside of just lockup type of things, but not prison.
That's crazy. See, and I think our lives are more parallel than we think. Outside of like just a couple days in jail, like all right, you know
suspended license. I've been to jail for child support before, and stuff like that. And I got caught up in some little mix-ups here and there, but just lockup type stuff. I never did any like couple years or a year, or you got to sit down for 6 months, or you know what I'm saying, couple days. That's it. But yeah, that was the biggest pivot in my life is when I gave it all to Jehovah God. You know what I'm saying? So and then with that it gave me clarity. Because a lot of things that I was doing in my life, I just couldn't see it. I couldn't see it as this is wrong. Because like I said, it's like until you had that light switch type of moment, it's kind of like you blind to what's reality and what's going on around you. And once I seen that, then I was able to take care of things in my life. You know what I'm saying? And one being, as a matter of fact, is paying my child support off to zero. I owed $35,000. And when I went down there and I paid that, them people was like, you gonna pay all of this? But that sense of accomplishment, bro, and making sure that my kids had that was huge, bro. That was huge. The biggest thing and the reason why all of that happened is because I handed my life over. I'm not in control anymore. Because how Rob was doing it, Uncle Rob, you know what I'm saying? How he was doing it, it wasn't working. It wasn't working. I was just spinning my wheels. Did I have stuff and all of this? Did it look all it may have. But at the end of the day, I was always angry. My kids used to, when I came home, they used to be like, who is this guy? Like, why did he have to come here? They told me that. You know what I'm saying? But now, you know what I'm saying, in the lifestyle that I'm living now and things like that, they tell me like, Dad, you changed a lot. You changed a lot because I'm no longer in control. So that's my biggest accomplishment, man. And seeing the smiles on their faces,
Damn, that's fly.
Yeah.
No, that's fly. I guess y'all want mine. Y'all want to hear my? No, I don't. I don't want to tell y'all what mine. I haven't accomplished enough yet. So I don't think that I even hit that moment in saying I have my biggest accomplishment. It's no disrespect. It's not like, you know what I'm saying. Like I feel like I still got a lot more to come. You know what I'm saying? Like so far, so far of what I think. Like I think my consistency of doing this is something that I can say is one of my biggest accomplishments because fighting the ups and downs, the highs, the lows, shit, Pop know from recasting to double casting to niggas wanting to come back because the cast is popping at the time or this or that. Like, I think me just being able to stay consistent, you know what I'm saying, and working the way that I work, I feel like that's just. But I always tell people, like, when I get on these microphones and I actually be kicking it, like, And everything that I say is either a message to my therapy though, not to anybody else. Like whether anybody take what I'm saying personal or a shot or whatever, it's not to you. It's to me to clear my conscience. You know what I'm saying? Like I try to use my podcast as therapy for myself. I just use the camera because it gives me opportunity to joke around and laugh and be open. You know what I'm saying about little things. You know what I'm saying? Like on the last episode, Pop was here. They told me I didn't know what it felt like to be obese. Like that was a problem. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what it feel like to be obese. Okay, all right. I'm sorry I've never been fat in my life. Like, you know what I'm saying? Sorry that I go run, jog, walk. No, I like
Your mind can be obese.
You feel me? Like, it's sorry that I've never been. But then again, that's another thing that
it could be full of garbage.
You see what I'm saying? And then another thing, like personally, shit, who says that? Like, my overweight ain't your overweight. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've always had a regimen that I get bigger in the winter, like far as size, and then I get smaller as it goes into something else. You know what I'm saying? Like that's not like for a give or take. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't look at it that way. Like I don't know how to be obese. I'm sorry. Like I that's just to fast track what I was saying. Like I don't know how to do that. And that's not like my thing. But like I told Pop and them, like when I played football sports, I had to gain weight. So I always knew how to keep my weight at a certain level. But even going to work out, when you go hit the weights and all, that's still a mass of, you know, that some of this is strength, some of this is muscle, some of this is you up and down. You know what I'm saying? Like this is life. But I do like what you said, giving your life over to job. You know what I'm saying? Like actually being able to. When did you like officially? What age was that? 35?
That was around like about 30, 34, 35. Was when I really took it serious. I got married. But that's a whole nother story.
Oh no, it's not. We getting there. No, we not. We getting there.
So, but yeah, that was, and it was just, like I said, a lot of people, they don't realize that they walking around with a veil over their eyes. It's like the bride. She walk with that veil. She still can see, but not clearly. And that's how a lot of people live in this world. And just like you was just talking, you was like, this is therapy. With the things that you've been through, talking about it is how it's therapeutic. Talking about it is how you begin to heal. Talking about it is what makes you feel better. You know what I'm saying? So that's the thing that we have to do. You know what I'm saying? In order to get off what we need to say, help somebody on this stream or whatever. These things that we talking about is something they may need to hear. So not only are you helping you, but you helping somebody else.
And I always look at it like my truth. It's three things. We always say it's three versions of the truth: yours, mine, and the actual truth. Right. So my version of things may be different from your version of things, but what we both experienced could be different. I mean, what we both experienced that day is actually the truth. Now, how do I, you know what I'm saying? How do I overview my side of it to make me look good, or however you overview it on your side to try to make you look good? Or if like, how does I always look at it like who's closer to the truth. I think that's what make it easier to say like who's closer to the truth. Why y'all gotta be in this space? You know what I'm saying? So for me, like people have to be honest with themselves first. You know what I'm saying? You have to be open enough to even want to have that conversation. Motherfuckers is so in denial that they don't even want to have that conversation. I don't want to have that conversation. Like, what do you mean? I'm right, you wrong, I'm big. It's the Matilda effect. Remember when her dad said, I'm right, you wrong, I'm big, you're little, and there's nothing you can do about it. Like, it is something I can do about it. It's called the truth, nigga. Let's tell it. Like, let's tell the truth. And when I expose the truth or I say something and people be like, damn, That's not what I was told. Like, right, because y'all only heard one side of the story. It's the Matilda effect. Everybody don't get that side of things for me. You know what I'm saying? So like when you go to accomplishments, that's back to my accomplishments. Like my biggest accomplishment is to see my 13-year-old. Like, you know what I'm saying? Sad that I lost my 6-year-old. Like, I really mean it. Like, it hurt my feelings. But like I loved my kids to death. But seeing my 13-year-old just call me and say, "Hey bro, what you want?" Like, that shit is an accomplishment for me. You know what I'm saying? Knowing that we both experienced like real life devastation.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like him just checking on me on a normal. Like I know he's not gonna call me every day. We pray and see this was crazy. We pray for boys but want them to be girls. Let me say that again. We pray for boys, right? As men, we want boys, we want sons, but we want them to be responsive as girls. Who take care? They always tell you that before you die, your daughter's gonna care more for you than your son. Your son will put you in the nursing home faster than your daughter would. That's what they say, right? So why you expect your son to call you every day?
I don't. One thing.
But when he called, it's a great time. It should always be whatever he's calling for.
You feel good, but like
your daughter is the not to cut you, but your daughter is the one that call you every day. Your daughter is the one that's gonna want to talk and have stories.
Not necessarily.
I understand.
Not necessarily. So like, one thing with kids, and you gonna learn this, is that kids, they have lives too. It don't mean that they don't love you. It don't mean they ain't thinking about you. But if I want to play with my friends, I'm going to get back with you, Pop. You know what I'm saying? If I want to go to the movies, I'm going to get back with you, Pop. If I want to go out to eat, I'm going to get back with you, Pop. So they got lives too. It's not that they don't love you. You know what I'm saying? It's not that they ain't going through the journey with you and all of that together and this, that, and the other. It's just that life is life.
And it ain't even, it's like I'm still experiencing things. Like now I finally don't have to call my pops and be like, "Bro, I'm not coming home tonight." You ask me where I'm at, what I'm doing. Yeah. Nigga, I can go out here and I'm gonna spend the night at baby girl crib tonight.
Like, it ain't that I ain't thinking about you though.
Like I could be able to go shoot a move and you just happy to hear me say, "Hey pops, I knocked the run." You heard? Like I'm lit. You like, oh. I remember those days. Like, I remember when I used to do those things.
Right.
And I want you to experience that.
Right.
Like, I always say, for me, I want my kids...
But it's that same deal what you was talking about when they smoking weed, and it ain't nothing you can do about it, but you can give them the game. Like, listen.
Don't do that right here.
Yeah. Or don't do it this way.
If you smoke, make sure you roll your own blunt.
Yeah.
Let me tell you that I know
because you can't do nothing about it.
But
you can give them the game.
I can't stop you. Hey, listen, if y'all gonna smoke, y'all ain't gonna smoke in my house. Bro, I got a patio, man. Go get high on the back porch, bro. Do this. Go smoke in the garage. Like, I'm not encouraging you to do this shit, but I rather, like, all right, I'm gonna say this. Like, growing up, my grandma used to always be like, she the goated lady in the world. Like, besides my grandma Carol, like, rest in peace to my grandma Carol. I love my grandma Carol to death. Like, my twin, like, real twin shit. But my grandma Janice was more diverse in the neighborhood. Like, she knew what was going on. My grandma know a lot without saying a lot. Like, if you seen my grandma, you would think she is, like, oblivious to a lot of shit. My grandma is the least oblivious to shit. She play crazy. She is far from it. You know what I'm saying? So my grandma used to always give me game. If y'all gonna smoke, smoke in the backyard. I don't care. And niggas used to be like, "Why you smoke at your grandma's?" Because my grandma already know what's going on. Like, she knows she can't stop this. But y'all not smoking in my house. I'd rather y'all smoke on the back porch. Cause now I can see y'all. I know the police ain't gonna run back here and do nothing. They can't do nothing to y'all. Y'all behind the house. Whoop-de-whoop. You know what I'm saying? That's real game. Cause I don't want my grandson at some trap house. I don't want my grandson over somebody else's house. Yeah. Unprotected, unsafe, and now he in jail or he getting harassed by the police because y'all outside smoking. We got pulled over in front of my grandma. I mean, we was sitting in the car smoking one day in front of my grandma's house. And the police pulled up. He like, "Look, you okay with your grandkid, your grandson out here smoking dope?" My grandma was like, "He don't smoke dope. He smoke weed." Like, stop saying that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, she keeping it solid. But she like, also I told him, like, no, I don't encourage this. She like, but at the same time, I understand my grandson gonna be him. You feel me? Like, I understand what he gonna do. So yeah. And she was like, but at the end of the day, y'all go in the backyard.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, all y'all get, like, they good. Like, y'all ain't found nothing. What y'all gonna do? Y'all arresting them? What we doing? We charge ticket, nothing? All right, get back in y'all car. Like, y'all go ahead. Solid. Like, get it. You know what I'm saying? You shut up. Everybody shut up. Don't say nothing. I got y'all. Hold, like, that's That's real life. Like you can't stop it. If I could stop it, then it would like we're a robot. I'm a robot. If I do everything exactly what you tell me, I'm a robot. That means I didn't experience my life. I'm really just reliving yours. You can't tell some kid how to live their life when I'm just reliving yours. All right, what's one thing you think most people get wrong about you as a person?
One thing people get wrong about me as a person. It's a good question.
That's a great question.
That's a good question.
I can start if you want me to.
Go ahead. So
that
we
I'm-
interviewing me or you?
I mean, we
No, just
it's a unit.
I'll just go ahead.
No, it's a
Go
unit.
ahead.
Because
No,
I
no,
feel
no.
like this is a conversation.
I don't know. Yeah.
No,
I
listen.
don't
I
know.
feel like it's a conversation that we both are really just. And I know a lot.
I
of
don't
people
know
like,
this stuff about you.
That's what I was just about to say. I think a lot of people think because you're my uncle that we are like you've been seeing, like you've been knowing me since I was a like fresh womb baby. Like
So
no.
what you think?
A lot of people think that I'm super arrogant. A lot of people got that misconception about me. I'm confident, but I've never been arrogant.
So your energy to people is arrogance.
Yeah, I've heard that a lot. I've heard that a lot. But it's more so for me, it's a confidence thing. And I always say it's a confidence thing for me because my whole life I've been like I had to fight for what I own, like for what I got. Like even from sports, like I always had to fight to be in something. Like all my if I brought any of my friends around, we could talk about basketball. They'd be like, "Well, you play good defense, but you ain't like." It's always something. You know what I'm saying? It's never like a complete. Hey, you a fly. Like the best thing about like my friends talk about. Like if you hear many of my friends, they'd be like, "Man, it's dope that you do that podcast because like your podcast is something that none of us would have did." You know what I'm saying? So that's something different from my friends that I would do for them. I try to get them to all come and sit down on the couches. We got stories for days. Like if I brought my real friends on here, you will find out who I really am. Like a lot of people don't really want to have those conversations.
Sandbox boys.
Listen, a lot of people don't want to have those conversations. I have them with my cousin because like he really wanted my sandbox. Like for real. Like me and my cousin, like since birth, we really been like twins. Like. If anybody could say like two people that never been inseparable, it's probably me and him. Like everything we do in life is it's not a. He said this to me that day. He was like, because it's probably not a moment in your life that I wasn't there. And as I think about it, obviously, if that's the case for me, obviously it got to be the case for you. Because if you in my life like that, then I'm in your life like that. Yeah. So yeah, obviously yes. Like it's not a day like fights, parties, girls. Like my cousin been there for everything.
Yeah, see, with like with me, like I can't really pinpoint, you know what I'm saying, like that question because only thing that I can go off is the energy that people give me, and the energy that people give me is that they're intimidated by me, and then in their intimidation they assume things, you know, and the things that I feel is like, oh, he think he this or he think he that. You know what I'm saying? And it lets up after a while. And the reason why I'm saying that is because after so long of being around certain people that I may not know, you can see them open up because they thought that I was a certain kind of way.
Arrogant.
I guess.
Arrogant.
Yep, I guess. I guess.
It's just you
until I started talking and I'm like, what up, bro? You good? You know what I'm saying? Like my man here, what you into, bro?
Humble.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he don't know me from a can of paint. But yet, you know, how you doing? You know, I'm Rob. You know what I'm saying? So right there, it's like, in the person's mind, that automatically be like, okay, he cool. You know what I'm saying? He cool. So I think that's, you know, like what I deal with the most.
Total 360 in my Pops Annie Pop. I told you. It's not a bad thing, too, because a lot of people gonna hear what I just said and be like, what you mean? No, it's not a bad thing. It's like, my dad is a jokester, bro. Like, I'll speak about my dad. Like, my dad is a jokester. He always trying to have fun. He trying to be silly at all times. My uncle is more, like, straightforward. It's like, he, not saying he, like, mean all the time or just, he'll laugh and joke with you, but it's just like, you gotta, like you just said, it comes off as a arrogant, more intimidation factor. I say arrogance because that same like same energy would be in the room, but it's more so of like a competition. It's like how do you create that energy to where I still got to be over you, even when I'm like normal. You know what I'm saying? I always call it like a normal, basic. Like I'm a gym shoe type of guy. You know what I'm saying? So I pull up jeans, gym shoes, something simple. And I think just me being
Like
around people, naturally funny. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, like me and my cousin, we joke, we are like we literally joke on each other all day long. It's not like a problem. It's never a, you know what I'm saying? It's always something between us. You know what I'm saying? Our competition level is probably higher than anybody's in the world. I don't care what nobody
you and
say.
your cousins.
Nobody will match our it. Like I give you a story about my cousin, right? So we at my pop's crib one day, right? We playing basketball in his backyard, right? My dad was in his room, right? He owned a computer. You know, he used to make the t-shirts and stuff, right? Me and him hooping. We just hooping. But you know, basketball is competition.
That's competition.
He told me, like, you foul me again, we fighting. Right? His exact words. You foul me again, we fighting. All right.
Yeah, like, all right.
All right. You said it, not me.
I guess it's up then.
We gonna find out. Pass him the ball. I foul him again. It wasn't like intentional, but in his mind, he was trying to get fouled. Like he wanted to fight.
He wanted to fight, yeah.
It was like we fighting for sure. So I already knew what was up. I'm like, once he say this, we're fighting for sure. So just get prepared, nigga. You about to fight. Like y'all about to fight. We was fighting. We fought like two boxers in a. You know how they put you in a tire, that 1 foot in the tire.
Yeah.
We fought under my pop's the window sill because the window was open. So now if we get loud with each other, my dad gonna look out the window. Like, what y'all on? Like, what's wrong with y'all? We fought under the window sill, quietly, punching on each other, literally. Punching on each other, like literally fighting. We never hit each other in the face.
Right.
But it was just a square off. And when we was done, we started back playing basketball like nothing ever happened.
Had to get that off.
Just what it was. And that's been us the whole time. All right, playing video games. Now, as we done got older, I think it's like not as much. It's more so like bet money. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? Or he just like one of us would just be like, all right, I'm done. Like, but like video games, anything like now, that nigga lose too many times. One of us lose too many times. It's a wrap. It's a dub. Yeah. It's over with. Now he like, nigga, let's fight. Like, damn, you want to fight because you lost? Like, what are you doing, bro? Like, come on, when you winning, we don't do this. Why are you doing that? One thing you find enjoyable that people might not expect from you.
I'm an artist, man.
Rapper?
No.
Oh, painter.
Like, just an overall artist.
Okay.
You know, I actually enjoy decor of a house, putting it together. You know, like from
home decor.
Yeah, like from the floor and you know what paint color should go with this and the fixtures and you know and down to the paintings on the wall. I love that.
That's fly.
I love that.
That's not bad.
Yeah, I love that. So
that's something I did not know. I promise y'all, I would never say him. First of all, think about walking in your crib and they send a home decor nigga and his strong ass come walking in.
like for real.
You like, yeah, nigga, we gonna get you with this majestic right here.
Yeah,
we gonna get you a little metallic over here. Nigga, what are you talking? No,
on down to putting the suit together. You know, I love that. So I'm an artist. You know, like when I put something on or whatever, it's like, just go with this. And you know, wherever I go, it's like, that's cold. Or who did this? You know what I'm saying?
I like that.
Yeah.
I think y'all know pretty. I've been doing this too long to not say like y'all don't know everything about me. But I think one thing people don't know that I like the color.
You know something? You're an artist too.
I like color pencil, coloring though.
You're an artist too.
Yeah.
It's in our blood, bro.
Yeah.
It's in our blood. You should try to get your grandfather on here.
Oh,
your grandfather.
You giving away too many secrets. You only on episode 1. Don't give away the list.
Like
no, don't give away the list.
I'm not. But I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you.
You should encourage.
I'm gonna tell you
after. I'm gonna tell you after.
I'm gonna
It's
tell you.
an encouragement from you.
I'm gonna tell you one thing about him. He a brilliant dude.
Oh wait, it's happening.
Yeah,
trust me, it's happening.
He brilliant.
No, it's happening.
Yeah,
no,
he been through a lot, but he lightweight genius. Yeah.
Listen, it's going.
Okay.
So all right. So look, all right, I give you the views. It's just a little bit. Like I started Laced Up Views because that's what this is called, Laced Up View. It's a laced up view. It's just us being laced up about the family and us tying this whole thing into life. Like you know what I'm saying? Like
I like it.
Our views on where we see each other as relatives. You know what I'm saying? And things that of that nature, like your thought patterns, what do you make you think? Like you said, just being a home decor type person. So like if I ever like you asked, like I told you about what I would want to do if I ever became a millionaire, right? Like I gave you that game. So it wouldn't be like once the houses is built and we get I would love to be like, yeah, go ahead, do your thing. Like you know what I'm saying? That would just be like, yeah, hell yeah. Why would I? No, here go to. Do your thing. Like, let me see what you can. But that would be me. Even if you went and got a graffiti artist and was like, I thought this was fly.
You know
what I'm saying? Like, I'm a roll with it because me being a visionary, and I always been this way, I gave Pop, I tell people all the time, I gave Pop an idea. Literally sat in my room and thought about this. Like, my cousin, his pops, always told me I needed to go into broadcasting for sports. I feel like it's doing me a disservice as a human being to only be in a sports conversation. I think my brain is so far gone that I talk more about than sports. I love to talk sports with people. Yes, I can debate with you. We can do all of the back and forths, and you know what I'm saying. But I think it's like sports is boxing me in. That's why I do the pod and I say we just talk about real life.
Yeah.
Because real life, in those moments, things change, things happen.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The world is changing. Like, you grew up in a time where chips was $4 for $1. These kids is growing up in $2 for $1 chip era. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just how the times have changed. You feel me?
No doubt.
The price changed, but the chips didn't. You see what I'm saying? They didn't make bigger bags of chips.
That's true.
You see what I'm saying? They
That's
just
true.
said you can't get 4 of them now.
That's
you get
true.
2 of them. You see what I'm
True.
saying? Like, that was... Like, I've been in, and I always say, I'm like J. Cole, I always been the middle child, because I always understood what the elders are saying, because I grew up as a youngin' in the elder era. But as an adult who's growing in his 30s, I'm in that younger generation. I understand what the YNs is going through, because I know a lot of them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I have little cousins that's in their age bracket, so when they listening to NBA YoungBoy and all that, like, it sound like noise to me. Now I understand when y'all used to be like
noise.
It sound like noise until you sit down and understand and you talk to the youngins and be like, what? And they be like, man, I was a lonely child. And you be like, what, little nigga, you had your mom? And they be like, no. This shit I feel like I was dealing with, my parents ain't understand. That's why I'm outside fucking with the homies, because these niggas going through the same thing I'm going through. And me as a person, I can relate, because my mom and daddy ain't understand. I got to go outside with the homies because they parents don't understand them. We different groups. Just y'all parents didn't understand y'all when y'all was outside with the fat laces and the Adidas.
So what would you say was the problem that they didn't understand?
For which
Why
generation?
didn't they understand?
For me?
Yeah.
Like my generation?
Yeah, you.
How can I say this? I'm going to say it was like you said earlier, that trait that was continuing, they never broke the cycle. Yeah. Like, a lot of people break the cycle, and it's like, now that you're an older child, like some people still to this day, you went on with the cycle in my age group. You just whoop your kids for being bad, and they still bad, and they do all that. Like, some people changed and tried to do something different, though. You know what I'm saying? It ain't always about whooping your kid ass. Like, you don't have to be physical with your children.
So you would say that they didn't get down to the
Yeah,
what's
you're not
going
getting to
on.
the problem.
You're not listening to me.
Yeah, you're not hearing the kid. You're not hearing the child out in general. Like, fuck all the bullshit. Like, yes, he did something bad. We understand that. Whoop his ass. All right, bet. Boom, you whooped his ass. Now ask him why he did it. Are you going to truly listen to what his problem is? If you not, and you just going to say, well, fuck that. You got to grow up and be, like, when I was, like, I think what fuck up this generation is because of the participation trophy. It took out the competitiveness for kids to want to be competitive against each other. I think that's what's missing in this generation. Kids would rather be friends and hold hands and just join together and keep running from like accountability and actual structure, and like that's something I think is missing in this generation.
They took it all away.
Right, but it always was taken away because you got women that look at it like, you're too mean to my child. Don't be so mean. Then you got dads like, don't talk to my kid like that. Nigga, you got smacked across the head by a coach. You got punched by a coach. Like, you grew up in this time, so why all of a sudden now that you have a kid, now you PC dad? Bro, I will punch you in your shit. Now you somewhere beat up. That's what the one thing I don't. Everybody asks me why I don't like to, why I've stopped coaching football. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, why I'm not so quick to run back on the sideline. I tell them, parents, y'all are the worst thing that could ever happen to your kid. Yeah. You're the worst thing that could ever happen to this kid. And they be like, what you mean? All right, let me explain. If I got a receiver that's supposed to be this kid because his dad he 12 and he 5'11", and he taller than all the other kids, and his dad used to be a star 4'9" fucking receiver, catching all the passes, being good because he was good as a child. And his kid don't translate the same because he went and had sex with a fucking Amazon who didn't know nothing about sports, had 2 left feet, can't dance, can't do shit. Not knowing who you mix with matters when you're trying to make an athlete, stupid nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't have an unathletic mother and then you be super athletic as a father and think that your kid gonna be an athlete. It's not gonna happen, bro. It's rare. Not saying it's not gonna happen. It's rare. It's fucking rare. That shit ain't always the same.
She gotta be the ran track or something.
She gotta been a cheerleader, did something. Like, she gotta have some type of athleticism about her to give you at least a little edge, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you was the only athletic person in your family, your daddy wasn't even athletic. Like, the trait I give, if you look at my son, like, his shoulders came from my pops. Everybody be like, oh, he built like you. No, my dad was a swimmer. He was really built like a swimmer. You get what I'm saying? He just wasn't, he was getting chubby, you know what I'm saying, to where I was as a kid. But like his first 5, 6 years, that nigga was built like a swimmer. Cocky, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's just always been him. That's just me though, you know what I mean? But yeah, we ain't gotta, I did what that one. All right, I did want to ask you this. All right, so how many times have you been married, if you don't mind me asking?
3 times.
Damn, I only counted twice. I only thought you been married twice. All right, so if you don't mind me asking, what led to those marriages in all 3 cases? And not trying to judge, but
so I had.
What did you learn in all of them?
Well, so listen, I don't man, I'm transparent. So I like I told you in the onset of our conversation that I was always trying to chase a family, you know, because I never had a family. I wasn't raised in a family, you know what I'm saying? My mother had 3 kids and we all had different daddies. You know, so I always wanted that Huxtable type of family, if you know what that is. You know, like I wanted that. You know, so like I said, I didn't know what I was doing. So I didn't have my first kid till I was 26. You know, I had a girl. That was my first child. And, you know, it's just what you said. You got to know what you're mixing with. You know what I'm saying? She had a dingbat of a mother. You know, I took care of her. I made sure she was driving, made sure she was staying good and all of that. All she had to do was lay in the bed. But I'm going to tell you something your grandfather told me. The coldest thing ever. You out the bed more than you in it. So the thing is that what other values do you have to offer besides sex? You know, are you a go-getter? Do you have a job? Can I get on your insurance if I don't have any? Can you take care of me if I'm disabled? Are you going to support what I'm doing? Will you run errands for me? You know what I'm saying? So all of these things of so all of these so all of these things bring value to the person and the persons, because of course you go return the favor. You doing all of this, you taking care of your lady, you paying all of the bills, you making sure that her car is in tip-top condition, and all of this you taking care of, supplying for your family and this and that and the other. But when you lack that, it's like, what am I doing this for? This is a waste of my time. So that first marriage ended because of that. So then I got married again to my second marriage, but I had been in that relationship for 20 years. And in that 20 years, I'm in my 20s. I'm in my 30s. You know what I'm saying? So I don't even got to play out of my chain yet, nephew. I still got play in my chain. So the females is, hey, what's going on? And they biting. So I got them all over the place. I'm cheating on this girl.
Hey,
this,
Pop,
that,
and they still getting them for $1. He taking them to the store. Get you $4 of them chips.
For $1. They still cheap. You know what I'm saying? And
Get
a
you
bottle,
4 of them days, baby.
And a bottle of that Remy while we at it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that. It's
I'm with you.
So
They get you $4 for $1, baby.
yeah. So
ahead.
then by the time the light switch goes off, the damage is already done. You know what I'm saying? So I tried to marry somebody that the damage was already done. So she already a non-believer in me by this time. You know what I'm saying? So it didn't work, man. She did some vile things. Like my man said, I don't know if you ever seen that video with my man talking to his uncle. And he was like, Uncle, you ever been heartbroken before? He was like, yeah. He was like, man, I cried so much you would have thought I was in the rain. He said, I was crying like a baby.
I never seen that, but all right, so speaking of that, right? Because everybody asks me with me having a son, they always ask me, like, what's the best age for your child to go through a heartbreak? I always say high school.
Yeah, that's when I went through my first one. I agree with that. I went through my first one, but the thing is even when you go through that, it's still a difference in when you grown going through it.
So that's when I went through mine at 25.
Listen,
I crashed.
I don't know.
Listen, when I
what kind of place was you in? I want to ask you. How did you feel when you got your heart broke?
Pop, nobody ever asked me this. Damn, did he come on here and ask a bleak question? What the fuck just happened there?
How would you describe your place you was in? What did you go through?
You ever seen Mortal Kombat?
No.
The video game, Mortal Kombat?
Yeah, I know they came with a movie. It's a long time.
All right, well, I felt like Scorpion. Mm-hmm. He was the fire demon, right? Mm-hmm. Me. Because I scorched the earth. And I did it in the wrong way. And you listen, I tell people to this day, it's relationships that I can't fix. It's relationships that I went back and tried to fix. And it's bridges I burnt that never gonna be.
You can't fix them.
So, and listen, and what I did, I was more. It went from sadness to anger. Let me say that. I want a lot of people to kind of understand what I'm saying. What I'm saying, mentally, because you asked me where was I. So mentally, it went from.
So
crying,
the sadness was what? From what?
Losing a person.
Yeah, okay.
His mom got killed.
Okay.
She got carjacked and killed. Mm-hmm. Losing a person. Especially a person that was. And this is me being transparent, because we say we're being transparent. This is me being transparent. Her last year on this earth, she was working towards being a better person.
To you?
To everybody.
Okay.
And I'm saying that as in far as I want to get together, I want to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? So even if you're looking at towards me, I was with her like we was together like maybe
This Cam's mom.
Cam mom,
Yeah.
right? So it's kind of like we was together till Cam was probably like 1.5, almost 2, right? So 2 years till Cam came. Cam came. We was together for like another year-ish time. Then she moved out because we broke up, and boom. All right, like her last year, we was 25. I had just turned 25. She turned 25 in April. I turned 25 in February. I had just turned 25, and she was like, and I was on some bullshit. I ain't gonna lie to you. I was
As far as what?
As far as cheating, I was on some bullshit.
Okay.
No cap, no like real fact. This is a real fact.
Right.
And this is like the girl, she know. Like at this point, I feel like I lied about it so much that at this point, we just got to start being honest. But she kind of knew what was going on. So, I was wrong here. No taking nothing away. I was very much so wrong. I was very disrespectful, very wrong. But I was young. So, not knowing what I had to know, she threw a birthday party for me. Cam mom. She threw a birthday party for me at Starters. I shouldn't have been there. I should have just been with my girlfriend doing what I was supposed to be doing. But she invited my mom, my pops, and she brought our kid. You get what I'm saying? She just took me out to dinner.
Should have been with what girlfriend? Was she your girlfriend?
No. I had a girlfriend at the time.
Oh.
I was on some bullshit. I was on some shit.
Still messing with Cam mom. No.
But it was like, no, she invited, we wasn't messing with each other. We were just friends.
And she threw you a party.
And she was like, I want to take you out for your birthday. So I threw some bullshit in the air and got free.
Yeah, that was.
I was wrong. I've never said I wasn't.
No doubt,
I'm not right in this situation at all. 0% right at all.
I got you.
But I did that. But the only reason I did it is because, one, again, chasing family. What you said. My mom was there. My dad was there. My son was there. She was there. That's family. This is really just family. Even though we co-parents, I've never seen my mom and my dad in the same place together. At least and especially just on some I'm about to get along type shit.
You wanted that.
And this is like that. So it's like I risked that for this. And it went perfect. Like, not saying the night was perfect. My mom ain't tripped. My dad ain't tripped. Like, everybody was just chilling. We vibing. We kicking it. It was lit. Nobody know I'm on some bullshit, though. I'm on whole bullshit over here.
Because you got your girl.
A whole bullshit. But
stand,
I'm willing to risk that for this because who's to know in a few months you will no longer be here. See what I'm saying? And like I told people, it's like she was trying to make everything right. Mother's Day came along. She died in May. Her birthday was in April. She turned 25.
So why did y'all break up?
Children. We was children. Total children. Unhappy with the factor of. All right, I'm gonna say I can only speak for me, right? I'm gonna speak for me, just me personally. Learning in real time that I'm being rejected from things that I want, right? So it's like our relationship is changing now that we have a kid. We was always this at first. It was just, you know what I'm saying? It was a way we operated. And now we have a kid, and now you're like, it was like, all right, so my birthday, I want to say I turned 21. No, not 21. I was 20, 21, 22. I moved on Puritan and Greenfield in an apartment, right? It's my birthday. It's my actual birthday. I was at work on my birthday.
Puritan and Greenfield apartment you just told me about the other day.
Bingo.
Got you.
So, me living there, Shalita was the person that got us that apartment because her mom lived in the building. So she knew the attendant, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
supervisor.
super, yeah.
No, she knew the landlord.
Okay.
He was cool. His name was Tobias. He got us an apartment on the 3rd floor. You know what I'm saying? Little studio, John.
Okay.
Remember the conversation?
Yeah, we talked about that, yeah.
And that was the whole concept. It was on my birthday, but it's like.
So you over there with Juice Mama?
No, Cam's.
Cam Mom.
Juice ain't even know.
So who threw the party?
Cam Mom.
Okay, so
This
you
is
was
all
with
Cam.
somebody else.
Yes. You is gonna make me sound like a slime ball on this episode, my nigga. What are you doing here?
Just
like, what the fuck is going on?
It's
Do we need to cut this and start over?
It's just reality. I'm letting you get yours out because I'm gonna tell mine.
No,
Go
no,
ahead.
I understand, but
I'm just trying to see. So when you said what you explained to me, you said that I was like Scorpion. So I was like fire. I started out angry.
No, I started out sad.
Sad, and then I got angry. So what? Like, explain to me what this is.
Okay. The sadness started losing one of your best friends, a person that gave you something that nobody had gave you before in life.
Okay.
A child.
Okay.
To know that you gotta literally be a parent on this earth by yourself.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy.
I got you.
You see what I'm saying? Like, that's sad. Like, that's sadness. That's hurtful. That is pain. And without disclosing all the details, I tell you, you know what I'm saying? I give you the details at the pod. Like, we could talk about this at the pod, but like, it turned from that till the ending. A lot of people know the end result, but the end turned into anger because now it's like, wait, hold on, hold the fuck on. Nah, I ain't with this. Like, nah, and it's like, see what the effect of what it turned my life into. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, this is anger now, and now I'm Scorpion because now my heart is so cold. I mean, it's so heated up and fired. Like, I would probably, you feel me? I don't know what I would do to a person. You know what I'm saying? That's where I get the Scorpion thing in. And really, it should have been probably Sub-Zero because it turned me super cold. Like, it made me just not really care about nothing. Like, anybody could have, it didn't matter if you just walk past me and you smell bad, I'm going to probably smack you. Just because on the strength, that's where my anger level went. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just started reflecting. And I literally sat in my room for years. Like, for a couple of years. Like, just months and years. Like, a year, just couldn't separate it from the world. Like, didn't talk to nobody, sat in a dark room, just cried, vented to myself. And my grandma, like I said, shout out to my grandma Janice, because anything I ever dealt with far as something I felt like I couldn't make it through, she was the lady that was right there, like, no, you gonna get through it. Like, you got it. And it's like, I get it. Like losing Cam mom and even losing Juice. Like, you know what I'm saying? She like, it's ironic how God operate, right? My grandma buried her baby son the year prior. My uncle.
Share something with you about that.
My uncle, too. But then now I'm here
keep
doing
saying that. I'm gonna help you out with that. But anyway.
No, like my grandma buried my uncle, her youngest child.
Mm-hmm.
And here I am burying my youngest child. And my grandma right here to stand here and help me face it.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah. So I was asking you that because my situation was I always describe it as this. It's a real dark place. Mm-hmm. It's a very dark place to be in when you really into somebody, but they not into you. Mm-hmm. You know, and I kind of forced a square peg in a round hole. You know, it was done. You know, but I fought it, and I got married, and that person was already gone. But they got married with the intentions like, you should have been gave me this. This the least you could have did for me is give me a ring. But they was gone. So I got cheated on in the marriage, and my kids got took away from me. Mm. You know what I'm saying? My kids went to somebody else's house, and I seen it. You know what I'm saying? So that's like a place that I don't wish on no man. You know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, it was during the pandemic when we was in the thick of it, when the system was on shutdown. I was in the house by myself and had to sit on that. The only thing I had was a dog. God gave me a dog, blessed me with a dog that I raised. That was next to me. It was just me and the dog. My family gone. So that right there, that was a moment like none other. But it gave me a chance to build my relationship with God. It gave me a chance to learn the type of person that Jehovah really is. It gave me a chance to lean on him and pray to him. And actually, when I say lean on him, allow him to take control of my life and make me get a sense of relief as much as I could with comfort from the scriptures. You understand what I'm saying?
No, I totally follow.
So that thing was serious, bro. So I get through all of that, right? Get through all of that. It was out cold. It was a beast. We make it through the pandemic or whatever. And my childhood friend, we started talking. And me and her been cool forever, like grew up together and everything, and started vibing. Now, I had prayed for a wife, and I even told my ex-wife, oh, I want a family, and I'm going to have that. And I got blessed with what I got now. My wife's name is Diamond, and it's truly a gem, bro.
That's fine.
I'm talking about I'm blessed, like everything that I name, the support. Can I get on your insurance? You know, can I lean on you if I can't work no more? You know, can you put this together for me? You know, like all of that stuff I got now. I got that.
That's fire.
Everything I prayed to God. I wanted somebody that'll jock me. My wife tell me she love me and I'm handsome every day. I pray for that.
Why they don't what the fuck?
Listen,
I'm
bro.
dumping bitches out here.
Listen, bro. Listen.
You heard it? Pop, did you hear that? Clip that.
Listen,
That
listen.
need to be clipped. I ain't gonna lie, that need to be clipped.
She ain't know what I prayed for, but she giving it to me, bro.
That need to be clipped. Every day. You hear me?
Every day. Every
That
day.
is fire.
Every day. Daddy,
What?
I love you. Daddy, I love you.
That's fire. That's heat.
You know, so
You ain't got to be the one to tell a bitch you love her and she cute today.
Listen.
You just go walk through you walk through and you,
Listen.
God damn.
you know, but we definitely have to make sure, you know, because love is a reciprocating thing.
For sure.
So we definitely have to make sure that we build that confidence.
What's the toughest challenge you find in your marriage? In your like not in this one, but in marriage in general.
In marriage, well, see, in marriage, what you dealing with in marriage is two imperfect individuals. And what I mean by imperfect is that none of us do anything to a T.
A jack of all trades, a master of none.
A master of none. And then you got to understand that what you're meshing is two different backgrounds. You may have grew up on fried chicken, but all they ate was baked chicken.
Or grilled chicken.
Or grilled chicken, whatever. You may not
salmon.
You may not eat pork, but they do. You know what I'm saying? You may not eat in the bed, but they do.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? You may be a neat, clean person, but they not.
Or you might watch TV at night and they
don't.
You
And it
feel me?
irritates you.
Yeah.
So that's the biggest challenge in marriage is meshing. And what we have to do is we have to bend, but don't break. Because if you break, it ain't gonna work. You gotta bend. You gotta be able to give and take. You got to. You gotta understand this person. But the only way that we can accomplish that is if the person is into you the way that you into them and they want it to work.
One way you identified that your wife was into you like you was into her.
Listen, I told you. I love you, Daddy. You know, she always touching on me. She always hugging on me. She always kissing on me. She bring me little gifts. You know what I'm saying? Just stuff that she know I like. It'll be a 6-pack of beer in there. Or it might be anything that she studies me. And that's how you know. When she go and get that particular brand that you mess with, that's how you know she into you. That's how you know.
See, Pop, you see what I said?
Yeah.
That. When you walk in, it's a little Chardonnay in there.
I'm telling you, when she know what you like, cause a woman that's into you, she gonna study you. Oh, I know he like the house clean, so before he get home, I'm gonna make sure it's clean. My wife know I like to get in a made up bed. You know what she do? She make that bed up. She make it up every day just because she wants to make me happy, and that's how you know. She not doing stuff that's gonna make me be like, man, I'm sick of this. She doing stuff to make you be like, girl, I love you. Thank you. Here, whatever you need. What can I do for you? You know what I'm saying?
All for a made up bed. Pop, just quick. A made up bed? You'll give it all for a made up bed? A made up bed, huh?
Man, I'm telling you.
Pop cap.
I'm telling you. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. That look just studying your dude or your female or whatever it is, just studying what that person likes and they dislikes, it'll take you a long way.
That's a fact. I'm
Yeah,
not gonna
and
lie.
we have to compromise. We have to improvise in our situations, bro. You can't see black and white when they see color. Y'all got to come in the middle. Y'all have to meet in the middle in order for it to work. And one thing that helped me in my marriage is praying together and marriage counseling. Now we ain't really had no problems in our marriage, but we had a marriage counselor because marriage counselor, what they're gonna do is they're gonna help you come together in communication. And that's one of the biggest things in marriage is communication.
Do y'all do the counseling together or is it like a
Yes.
separate thing?
Yes. We do marriage counseling together, and then I have my own separate therapist.
Is it a girl or a guy?
It's a female. Yeah.
Why you choose
I
it?
connect more with women for some reason. You know, I got an older sister that kind of raised me. You know, Yolanda was an intricate part in my life with coming up, you know. So my sisters, you know what I'm saying? Linnell, my sisters, bro, was
Shout out to my aunties, man.
Yeah.
Peace.
they was
I don't
they
want no smoke with neither one of y'all.
man, they was an intricate
Rest in
part
peace to
of
my
my
auntie
life.
Linnell. You know,
Yeah.
love you to death. My auntie Yolanda. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna avoid you, man, because I don't want no smoke.
Yeah, they was an
I
intricate
know you
part.
gonna clip this up and see it and be like, nephew, you said. I'm be like, no, I didn't. Your brother said that. I didn't say that. Nope.
But that's what I wanted to say too, nephew. That's what a lot of us are missing as people right now, because that pandemic did something to us like none other, bro.
That's a fact.
So
I can agree with that.
whatever ailments that you had, it magnified them. Whatever things that you were going through in life, it magnified them. And what I learned and everything is that therapy, that's what helped me, man. Because I had all of these feelings about my father. Man, you wasn't there, you wasn't this, you wasn't that, and this. But then with the therapy, it made me understand that he only could do what he could. He only could do what he learned. He only could do what he saw.
But then I always put a statement, and has nothing to do with my granddad or my dad. I'm just speaking for men in general. And I mean, you had a learning disability to me, because you were incapable to be able to grow further, and you short stopped yourself from growing further because you only saw life one way. Life is built from different angles and different perspectives, bro. So at the end of the day, yes, you got friends and y'all all want to be A, B, and C, bro. Everybody want to live in this conglomerate and just live by this book or this structure, bro. It's not, life ain't made up of a book. If everybody told you, if you could read your life in a book, would you want to get to the last page? No, I don't want to get to the last page.
I want to see what's going on.
So listen, but if
how
you
is this gonna end? Well,
all right,
that's
bet.
me.
Listen, bet.
But I
you
hear
get to
you.
that
I
last
hear you.
page, that means it's over.
Yeah, I
no
hear
more
you.
story.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
hear
want that to end. I
You
want my
still
book.
writing the book.
I'm
Yeah,
still
I
writing
got you.
page 10. My nigga,
got
what are you
you.
talking about? I'm not at the end of my book yet.
Yeah.
I ain't even wrote chapter 7. You feel me?
But the thing is, now,
and that's my whole purpose. Like you
you say the learning disability, but
That's a learning disability.
But check it out. But the thing is that you have to like the scriptures say, we have to be with your children. You have to teach them from infancy these things. So if you grow up with the father from infancy to get that bond from your father, where he literally showing you things and say, don't do this, don't do that, and this is the reason why, then how can you know? I don't know that I should keep doing this or no, I better take care of my child, because you wouldn't get it from your father.
Nah, I tell you this.
But I understand you try to break the cycle, but you still don't know what you're doing.
I give it you. I follow you, right?
Yeah.
We totally
Yeah.
in line,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
But life is made up of a series of moments, and moments last. Joe Budden say this all the time. we have moments does not last. Moments don't last, right? But you know a friend that you grew up with, and the way he responds to his kids is different. Why? You need to have a conversation with him. What is you doing that might, even if you feel like he let his kids get away with murder, what are you doing that I'm not? I'm not saying you got to change your whole game plan up, bro, but you play sports.
Sometimes you do, though.
No, listen, you play sports. If you play football, bro, you cannot run a 24-25. You can't run the ball the whole game, bro. Eventually, you got to pass this motherfucker. You have to.
That's true.
But the only way you will learn that is if you get an offensive coordinator that say, hey, number 87 over there can catch the ball. You know, he's pretty fucking decent. Let's throw him the ball.
We on the same page. But if you never have an OC.
But listen, now I get you. But also that's you staying in that learning disability. That's you not even trying to reach out to say, I need to figure out the game. Life is moving. And you not even looking at life move around you.
But me and you talked about this.
Right? I'm just saying.
I hear you.
Life is moving around you.
Yes, I understand that. Me and you we just basically had the same conversation at the shop.
Sure.
The thing, nephew, is I'm trying to get you to understand. Some people don't possess the ability to think that far.
Again, that's why I just said what they have, a learning disability.
Yeah.
But in your learning disability, that means you don't have friends that hold you accountable either. Because accountability is a big thing.
You know what accountability is? Truth.
True.
And you know what the truth do? Hurt.
But a
lot of people don't want to hear it.
Listen, if you got friends that hold you accountable, you ain't gonna have nobody. If everybody told you one thing and you keep running from everybody in your circle, guess what? Now you end up with nobody. So eventually you're gonna listen to somebody. Somebody gonna tell you something, or you're gonna end up alone,
or not. Yeah,
but when you end up alone, that is gonna eventually dawn on you, bro. I am the problem. When do you realize that you're the fucking problem,
man?
Some people listen. Some people may never figure this out, but I'm telling you, at some point, motherfuckers have to realize, hey.
That's why
I've said everybody was the problem around me, right? And shit still is going the same way that I started it with. So when the fuck do I look in the mirror and say, maybe I'm the fucking problem? Maybe I'm just the fucking problem.
You know what to get people there is what I said in the answer.
For sure.
Yes.
And I ain't knocking that.
Because you can't, you my mans, you my nephew, you my brother, you my this. You can't tell me that. But professional help can.
But also, I can lead you to there. And if me and you have enough...
If that's not what I want to hear.
True. But if me and you have enough back and forths, and you keep thinking like, you my son or you my nephew, like, if as a younger generation, I'm telling you, bro, you should go just talk to somebody, bro, because what you saying is your message is dying. That's like Martin Luther King in 2026 doing the I Have a Dream speech, and it sounded like it did before he died. Like, what are we talking about? It wouldn't sound the same. It wouldn't even be equality. We talking about fucking equality here.
Well, it's not relatable now.
Thank you. So everything he said in the I Have a Dream speech wouldn't translate to today's time. We wouldn't. But if we had a new Malcolm X or a new Martin Luther King with a new I Have a Dream speech or the new speech, you know what I'm saying? Like it would resonate different because times change. And when times change, that means everything changes. Parenting changes. Kids change, life change, adulting change, everything changes. We just said you went from 4 for $1 to 2 for $1. You adjusted with the fucking times. And I always say this. Men and women have a problem with listening to their partner or somebody that love them more. But when I pay you to listen to me, you listen to me with no problem. As long as I'm your supervisor and you get paid at this job, I can tell you what the fuck to do. You're not gonna have
mindset.
You're not gonna bark the system.
Yeah.
But when you come home to a person that unconditionally love you and trying to figure out shit with you and trying to figure out how to play A, B, and C with you, you're going to buck the system because you think that shit's sweet. Yeah. That shit not fair. You know what I'm saying? Because men get to a point where they get physically fed the fuck up. I'm sorry. Women can think what men go through and just be like, no, listen, let me tell you, men get physically fed the fuck up. The one thing I always realized was I'm always invested until I get rejected. Rejection, and maybe it can relate. I don't know if you can relate, but rejection leads me to a thing of saying, damn, maybe I ain't it no more. Right? Could be a personal trait. Could be something that I'm dealing with inside myself. But you only get so many times to reject me. If you reject me 3 times, then that means you're not even in this no more. I gotta move on. I gotta go on. Because the energy ain't the same. You think you could do better. Not saying that you can't. And I ain't saying life ain't gonna get better for you. Maybe I might be your downfall. I don't know. We might not click. We might not mesh. Something I could miss. I always tell people, Drake voice, what did I miss?
Yeah.
But if you unable to tell me what I'm missing or tell me how I can't translate to what we got going on, then it's unable for us to move forward. Now, if you can communicate that to me and I can communicate that to you, then we can communicate to each other. I can walk away with a handshake. We can always still be friends.
But you gotta be a communicator. You have to develop those skills. You know what I'm saying? And just like how you talking about, you know, with a female that rejects you 3 times or whatever, you know, she may not understand that because she watched her mama go against her daddy, you know, or her boyfriends or whatever.
Is the worst thing.
You know, or you know, it's just the examples that's set. You know what I'm saying? And that may be a place that they coming from. And that's why it's important to vet whatever you doing. Whoever you doing, who you seeing, the screwing, or whatever you doing, you need to vet that situation before you jump into that.
Once I got older, let me tell you how I used to vet girls, right? So as a young nigga, right, I lived in a neighborhood full of men, right? I find out if you going or not. I take you over and I bring you and all your friends to my neighborhood.
See who you gonna choose?
No, it ain't even that. It's if you go, you go.
Yeah.
These niggas is vultures. They don't, when they see girls, they're on everything.
For sure.
But the way you hold solid is the way you hold solid.
Mm-hmm.
And I've yet to have, well, maybe one out of the few that I ever brought to the neighborhood. But it happens. Okay. You know, only the strong survives. But hey, sometimes you might. I needed to know that before I ever even did anything with you.
Mm-hmm.
And if you chose, you chose. It's just what it is. I ain't mad at you, baby girl. Do your thing. You know what I'm saying? Tupac, keep your head up. Brenda had a baby too. You know what I mean? You know. So and it's crazy because I look at it like one day God is God. I want to be married. For real, I do want this like concept for myself. I'm not gonna lie, I do kind of desire to be married, but also I think my wants and needs to be probably the person that want that would have to be met before I even could even think like to even try it. Like
that's part of that.
I'm scared to get engaged. I watched so many of my friends. Like I know some people that when they got engaged, them niggas was unengaged in a year. Like, what's the purpose? How long do you stay engaged? I mean, I understand you got married a few times, but I'm just saying, like, what's the longest can you stay engaged? Is y'all really, like, I always feel like engagement is kind of like the pre-marriage, right? Because y'all move in together finally in the engagement stage.
Well, not necessarily.
I mean, to black people, y'all move in as soon as y'all
That's
start
not
dating.
what we should do, but that's what we do. You know what I'm saying? You know, we shouldn't, you know, if we listen, the reason why my marriage is blessed is because I did it the right way. And what I say the right way is God's way. You know, what he read in that Bible, you know, because we all have a sense of spirituality, whatever it is. And a lot of us read the Bible and we believe what the Bible say.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? And that's the reason why mine is blessed. You know, I didn't test drive the car before I got married. I didn't shack up before I got married. We courted, we dated, and this, that, and the other, and then we came together, we got married, and then we had sex. That's the way you're supposed to do things.
I love you, Unc.
I know.
But
I know.
I'm not.
Yeah.
I can't get married and not test drive.
That's the way you're supposed to do it.
But what if you? Okay.
If you want your marriage to be, because we doing something that's under God.
So like
right?
never before in your life had you ever had sex with your wife before y'all got married?
Yeah, my first two. And what happened to him?
No,
I ain't with him no more.
Scratch them. We ain't talking. I'm talking about your current wife right now.
I didn't have sex with her until we got married.
After y'all got married.
That's right. That's right. And that's why she said, "I love you, Daddy." She called me Daddy.
Listen. Think about like, what if it was bad sex involved? Like, what if the sex just didn't?
But see, just like I told you, you out the bed more than you in it.
You're right.
You can make sex good. If it's bold, get some lube or whatever you got to do.
That's the clip. See the clip? If it's bold, get some lube.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
because
listen, I better not hear y'all out there complaining. That's a married man telling y'all
I'm
that.
telling you,
bold,
if it's bold, get some lube, or you know what I'm saying, or she might feel you bold. You just do different things to please that person. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, sex is only a portion of the marriage. That's only a portion of it. You love this person, not the sex. That just puts icing on the cake and cherry on the top. The sex. Both. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but I'm just saying that's only a portion of the marriage.
How much? Like, if you had a pie chart, where does sex fall on your pie chart in marriage? So 25%, 15, 10, where
about 30.
30?
Say, yeah, 30. Cause like I said, that 70%, you know, like my wife need to be able to, we need some life insurance. She need to be able to talk to them people because I don't know nothing about it.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying?
I totally agree with that.
Hey, listen, we
that's a good 25. That's 25%. Being able to communicate some stuff for us.
Yeah, she need to take care of that. She need to be a good homemaker. You know what I'm saying? She need to be.
We at 50%.
Okay, she need to know how to handle finances. I don't want my wife jacking the money off, going to the casino with it. You know what I'm saying? Hey, listen, we got to pay these bills. You know, see, my wife is organized, so everything is coming out the account. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to do nothing. Every time I go in the house, the heat working, the lights on, and the cable on. Not the cable, you know, it's Wi-Fi. We got to have that. We got to have the Wi-Fi. You know what I'm saying? And then I want a nice meal. I want her to be able to do that. I cook too. But you talking about that's the majority.
That's
and then look, check it out.
You only had 60 with me.
Okay, you know what? And then 10% of that is communication. We gotta be able to talk. We gotta be able to understand each other. We gotta be on the same page. We cannot be disconnected.
All right, now you got me down to about 35.
Yeah.
You got me because 15% is communication for me.
Yeah.
Cause I ain't gonna lie, we got to be able to kick it. Like, we got to be able to have some jokes.
And then, like I said, so after you get through all of that and you had the sex, that make it even much better. Because I'm vibing with you, baby. This is my baby right here. You know what I'm saying?
I'm with you.
You worth it.
I'm with you. What's the best thing you can make? Like, what's the best? Like, when your wife be like, Rob, go in there and make us some food. What's that go-to meal?
My go-to meal is putting something together from a cookbook, or I'm not a cookbook person, but I'm a YouTube person.
So what's the meal? What's your go-to? The one you pull out?
I'm an air fryer, man. I can make a scanless meal in the air fryer, bro.
Nigga been in jail before.
A cook up. No, I'm just kidding.
Nigga been in jail before, niggas.
But that's, like lamb chops, it's just simple stuff.
I'm just asking. I don't know. What's your go-to? I tell niggas it's the steak with the broccoli and the garlic, but the ranch potatoes.
But I'm
the
off
the ranch potatoes.
I'm off the air fryer with the grill. I can make.
But I'm gonna throw mine on the stove with the heat, and you put that steak in
too.
there. But you hit it with that, and then you gotta hit it with the wine. See, niggas don't even know you gotta.
So we eating. Period. You know what I'm saying?
T-bone New York strip?
Oh, no, I'm bone in ribeye all day.
Okay.
Yeah. Medium. Let me get that.
No. Yeah. Uncook your steak all the way through.
I was the same way.
I'm never gonna change.
I worked, like back in the day, I worked at a restaurant back in the day. And it was called the Sign of the Beef Carver. It's still one on Woodward and Royal Oak. And I used to carve, I did the trimming, you know what I'm saying, the meat. And all of the white people used to be like, give me the red, give me the red. I'm like, man, y'all nasty. Until one day I tasted the red.
I'm cool.
And I was turned out ever since.
The only thing I want pink is coochie.
I was turned out ever since.
That's the only thing I want that's going to around me. I'm not going to lie to you.
I hear you, nephew. I hear you.
No, for real, though. That's just me, though. You feel me? Like, I like my steak well done. Yep. But listen, I ain't going to lie. Best steak I ever had so far, well done, Stony River. See, I'm giving you a lot of game, man. That's a great date.
Oh, Stony River, that's one of my spots.
I understand that, but you got to take.
I'm an ocean primer, though.
No, listen, you got to go to there and then go to the spot. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
I got you.
You do the woo wop, and then you got it. Then go in there and tell them to give you a well done John. They put that little butter on there, and it just it's like tender. I'm telling you, it's tenderism.
I'm an ocean primer, man.
I ain't mad at
they
you.
steaks scandalous.
I ain't never been there.
They steaks just melting your
I
mouth.
don't want no medium. I don't want no pink. Only thing gonna be pink on. Yeah, all right, y'all know. But yeah, that's all I got, man. I don't got nothing else. Anything else? Anything else you need to know?
That about sums it up, man. You know, but you know, like to you and your podcasters, that Lady Quinn 6.
That's my
231.
shout out.
Yeah, I see you on there. What up, though? But anyway,
shout out to the chat. I seen y'all. Y'all been going crazy the whole episode. I see y'all. I ain't acknowledged because this is my interview show. I'm not supposed to be talking to y'all. But go ahead.
So you know, I noticed, you know, and it's my duty because I love my nephew, and I'm proud of you too.
Appreciate that.
I really admire your grind. I admire and I can see where you headed. You know, I know where you headed because I know a blood running through your vein.
Appreciate that.
And my deepest condolences, man, to the loss of Juice, man. You know, I didn't get a chance to know my nephew. That's my great nephew. And I hate that, you know. So when you reached out and we back connected, you know, that's why I'm trying to. I don't want to sound cliche.
It's all right. No, listen, but let me say this. It's never been a disconnect between us, so it's not like that. It's just like we said, people got lives, people lives be running. So we understand. And like I said, if you would have ever met Juice, man, Juice. For anybody that know, you know my kid, bro. Juice he was a star, bro. He was a light. You know what I'm saying? And it's amazing. Like, people don't even call him his name. You know what I'm saying? That's how iconic he became in so short of a time. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, everybody know. Like, you got on here and called me Dante, right? His name is Deontay Antonio Marks Jr. He was a junior. So it's like, everybody don't get that vibe, so they don't rush to call him, like, Junior. And everybody be like, well, his mom did. She called him DJ. Yeah. I was the only one that changed it and called him Juice. Obviously, y'all seen him every time. If you ever seen my kid, apple juice, orange juice,
he had that.
It was his thing. That was his thing. So it's always been that way since he been born. And that's how he got the name Juice. I don't think a lot of people know that, but you know, it's just my thing. But I love my kid, man. I mean, I miss him. I think about him, and like I said, I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? Because this is something, like I said, Laced Up View is something that y'all will see. I'm only doing these as interviews. I don't know. These is gonna pop up sparingly. Don't look for this to be a weekly thing or everything I'm gonna do. But the people that I am going to talk to or interview, y'all will get to see. Like, they have some super significant moment or really, like, real significant in my life in some kind of way. If I can get everybody that I want, then it's gonna be a family tree of a lot of people. But we'll see. It's been another one. It's been a great episode. I want to thank you again, Unc. Y'all know Todd. Y'all know Ralphie.
So hold on.
Oh wait.
Hold on. So what I was gonna say is So I was, you know, leading to this. So a lot of things that we go through in life, you know, especially tragic things, you know, we have a tendency to blame God for this stuff. And one thing that we all know about God is that he's a good God. You know, we know that the devil is evil, and we know God is good. So would it be logic or fair to say that God took something that you love away from? Mm-hmm. So the reason why I say it's not is because what we know and everything, the reason why we breathing right now and the reason why we enjoy the steak and the things that we talking about is because of him. Mm-hmm. He created all things, and we appreciate all the things that he created because we enjoy him, whether we like it or not. We wake up every morning breathing because of him. So in James chapter 1, I'm going to give you this scripture in verse 13. I'm going to read it.
I'm with you.
Because I want everybody to hear this on your thing. But it says, when under trial. So that's a trial that you going through right now. And the whole family, including me. Let no one say I'm being tried by God. For with evil things, God cannot be tried, nor does he himself try anyone. It's nothing evil with God. Nothing. It's more to the story. We don't have to go into it.
No, we don't.
It's
I was
more
just
to
gonna say
it.
I don't feel like God took something away because
You said that though. That's
I mean
the
I
only
do.
reason why. You keep
Okay,
saying it.
Understandable.
Yeah.
Understandably, as a human, that is the concept. But
Yeah.
nobody had, like I said again, going back to the chapter thing. You know what I'm saying? We look at our lives as ages. I look at them as chapters. My son only got to get a chance. His book is smaller than most people's. We talked about the book.
Yeah.
And you was like, I want to see the end. Well, he saw his end, and this is what happened. That's terrible. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's not that. I understand it, but God never put a date. I understand that, but God didn't put a date on that. If I'd have knew that was gonna happen that day, we probably live life differently, and we try to avoid it. You know what I'm saying? If I knew that was the date, it would have probably been avoided. Like we tried to do things different, and you the first person that actually made me talk about him on here, like on this channel in general. But I don't see it as that God took something from me. I just say he ended something so soon, and that hurts. You know what I'm saying? And this is not the first time it happened. It's the second time it happened. But I'm trying to figure out. I'm trying to figure out what is that thing that I'm going through.
Yeah. So that thing that you're going through doesn't have anything to do with God, and that's why I'm making clarification to that, because we have evil versus good, and with good there is no evil. You know what I'm saying? And with evil, there's no good. So how do we end up in this situation where we losing people that we love is the question.
Facts.
And until you know that, then you will never understand it. So I encourage you, my nephew, to study the Bible. And I'm going to send you something. And I love you. And I appreciate being on your podcast.
I appreciate you for
and
sure.
I enjoyed this. Track, Shorty Red on the track.
That's crazy. Hey, Pop, that's crazy. My Pops gave you a fucking nickname. That's crazy. Niggas be out here just give me a nickname. That's crazy. But but seriously, I appreciate you for doing this. Like, seriously, we will do more of these though, for sure. It's something that me and Pop probably been like sitting around thinking about. And like I said, it won't just be me on this side of the couch. Like I've encouraged my brother to find people, I think us expanding our family tree and letting people actually see where we come from, understanding the philosophies. Like I said, it just brings brings in the culture, the demographic, the people, where we really get these philosophies from, the laughs, the jokes. That shit make it fun. You know what I'm saying? That's what make this fun for me.
Yeah.
I call it therapy because it's just reliving old stories and dreams and lives that we just. I'm not saying there's lives we don't live, but it's like, dang, I remember when we used to do this. I remember when we used to do that, and
no doubt. Yeah.
I think that's what make it dope. You know what I'm saying for me?
Yeah.
Because like you said, God got a date, and He the only person that know it.
That's it.
So, while we're here, we got to take advantage of every day that we can.
Boom.
And that's what I've been fighting for, man. So appreciate you again, Todd,
Absolutely.
Ralph. That's true. Y'all know my uncle, man. Hey, listen, thank y'all for y'all in the chat, man. Please do me a favor. Hit that like, hit that share. Laced Up Views, episode 1. Shout out to my Uncle Rob, man. This is dope. I swear to God. Next up, I think I'm going to call him and ask him, man. Y'all see y'all soon, man. Hey, listen. Pop got to go do his job. I see y'all soon. Actually, I see y'all tomorrow. Me and Chew will be back live, 7:30, same time, same place. And we out.